Welcome to the Good Mood Boost, our midweek show to make us feel our best. Today, we're going to hear from an expert on results. And if you're new to this show, my name's Matt O'Neill. I'm on a mission to help you feel your best. And each week, we're going to hear from a guest that's going to teach us their best tip on how to feel good. I haven't listened to it. I'm going to be listening to it live with you, learning along with you, because I love to learn and I love to feel good, just like you do. So let's rock.
Welcome to the Good Mood Show. Here's your host, Matt O'Neill.
Today's video comes from David Bush. David is an extraordinary results coach. Let's hear what his good mood tip is.
Hey there, this is David Bush, and I'm an expert on how to achieve extraordinary results. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to feel good. I've got 4 simple things that I have found that lead me to an extraordinary day and feeling extraordinarily good. And so let me share them with you. So the very first one is motivation. Zig Ziglar says that motivation is like bathing. It only works when you do it regular and often. And if you don't do it, life begins to stink. If you want to have a real bad day, don't practice self-motivation. If you want to have good days, practice self-motivation. Take the things that you're watching, reading, and listening to and evaluate them. Are these things that inspire me and excite me, or are they things that bring more drama and trauma to mind? If you are focusing in on the things that you really want to be, do, and have, you're going to be more likely to be motivated to do the things that you have to do, the commitments, the sacrifices, the work that's going to move you towards having a better day. The next thing is mindset. Mindset is all about how you choose to perceive things. Your perspective determines your path, and your path also is determined by the pace in which you go, and that's also determined by your perspective. So if you want to change your pace and your path to get you to where you want to go so that you can have more good days, then I would suggest that you really start thinking about, do I have an open and curious mindset? Am I open and curious about my current circumstances and my future opportunity? Am I open and curious about how my past pain and problems can lead me to a better life or more good days? And motivation and mindset are so important because if you don't have the two of those, the things that I'm about to tell you right now, they're not going to help you. And the things are skill sets. If you are learning how to grow in skill sets, Jim Rohn, the best business philosopher I've ever heard, said, the more you learn, the more you become. And the more you become, the more you achieve. And the more you achieve, the more you earn. And the more you earn, the likelihood are that you're going to repeat that process and you're going to learn more, become more, achieve more, and earn more. And money's not everything, but it ranks right up there with oxygen when you don't have enough. And if you want to have more good days, learn more, become more, achieve more, and earn more. And earning more is not about wealth, and it's not necessarily about being rich. It's about being valuable. And the more valuable you are in the marketplace, oftentimes the more good days that you'll have, because you'll not only bring joy to other people, but you'll also receive the benefit of your efforts and your hard labor. The last one is in the area of action. Motivation is a contraction. Dennis Waitley said that a long time ago. The word motive, an idea, and the word action is a contraction. When you combine them together, you get motivation. Motivation is oftentimes misunderstood. It's thought of as inspiration. And we can become inspired and we can gain inspiration, but we can also lose inspiration as time goes on. We like to say that pain pushes until desire pulls. And if you do not have something that you are motivated to achieve that's out in front of you, as soon as you take action, the pain and the problems will subside as you are in motion or in action. But you'll start to feel that motivation wane as the problems and pain become less. So you want to take action on your motivation. You want to look at the things that you want to be, do, and have, when you want to do it, why it's important to you, and where you need to spend the time to move yourself forward, and then organize your life around what matters most. That's the stuff that's going to help you to have more good days. So motivation, number 1, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you writing down in your own journal and reviewing as a form of encouragement and inspiration? Just writing down some forward statements that end up inspiring you to take action could be an amazing start for you. And also, who are you talking to? Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with who are having a good day or having a great day that could also help you to do the same thing? The second one was mindset. Do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Are you fixed on the pain and the problems and the drama and the trauma? Or are you focused on the growth and how you can grow into having a better day? And then the last two is skill sets. What are the skills that you're learning? Are you learning more to become more, to achieve more, to earn more? And is that process becoming a habit and a commitment inside your calendar? Are you organizing your life around that concept? Because if you are, you're going to have more great days. And then the last piece is action. What are the things that you're going to do to take action to move you in the direction in which you want to go? This is one of those things where if you know that you want to go to a particular place and you know when you get there, you are going to have a good day, you're going to more likely do it than if you don't. So you got to get focused. Motivation, mindset, skill set, and action. All the rest will take care of itself. If you want more information, go to theextraordinarylife.com. You can download the Extraordinary Life Planner and the Extraordinary Day Planner, and you can learn more about how to create more extraordinary results in your life and in your workplace, your relationships. And I'd love to be the support to you and help you in any way I can. Take care, everyone. David Bush, checking out.
David Bush, bringing the heat. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love when somebody has a 4-step framework. It makes it so easy for us to understand, especially the way he was an expert at the way that he told us he was going to tell us 4 steps, told us each of the steps, and then summarized the 4 steps afterwards. And it really helps us sink it in. He also mentioned 2 of my favorite motivational speakers, Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn. I've read multiple books from both of those amazing men. They're really the fathers of coaching. Jim Rohn was the original coach for Tony Robbins. And now Tony Robbins has become like the guy who's created personal development coaching. Let's go into what he said about motivation. He said, really watch your inputs. And I couldn't agree more. If we're watching really stressful TV shows that give us high anxiety and stress us out and make us feel fear, it can be fun to feel these negative emotions, but then we're going to have night terrors in our sleep and we might wake up with more anxiety during our day. I'll tell you what, my job in normal life is stressful enough. I don't need the extra stress of who shot who and where we hide in the body from the TV show that I'm watching. So just be real careful about the negativity that you may consume in media. And then he said, let's go ahead and increase our motivation by increasing who we hang out with. Who are the 5 people that are closest to you in your life? Are they lifting you up and making you a better version of yourself? And do you need to go ahead and find some other people, join some other groups that would lift you up? Number 2 was mindset. And I really agree with his thoughts here that our perspective creates our life. So we can have this fixed mindset of trauma and pain that I'm a victim, or we can have a empowered mindset that I'm responsible for moving my life forward, and we can take our power back. Number 3 was skill set. And Jim Rohn was also the original coach to Darren Hardy. And Darren Hardy wrote this book called The Compound Effect. That book had one of the most biggest impacts in my entire life, because in that book, Darren Hardy said, read 10 pages of a self-development book a day. It's like, that's it. I don't need you to read a lot. I only need you to read 10 pages. Maybe it'll take you 15 minutes a day. But at the end of 1 month, you will have read 30 pages. You'll have read 300 pages, 10 pages times 30 days, 300 pages. You've now finished a whole book. At the end of the year, you'll have read 12 books. At the end of 10 years, you're going to have read 120 books about how to grow yourself in any area you want to grow. This is how you improve your skill set. And Jim Rohn is famous for saying, you're not paid for what you do, you're paid for who you are. When you make yourself more valuable, you are paid based on the value of what you bring to the table, and you increase your value by learning more. 10 pages a day, highly recommend. Number 4 is action. Of course, it doesn't work unless you do. So any goal that we have, we can't just set the goal and then wait for it magically to appear. We actually have to take progress towards it. Every week, at the end of the week, I summarize the progress I was able to make this past week. And then every Monday morning, I look at my biggest goals and I say, what is one step of action I could take this week that would put me closer to that goal? Every time you take a step of action towards your goals, you grow your confidence and you start to believe that goal is going to happen. And then you can set bigger and bigger goals. So David Bush, love your 4-step framework. Thank you for coming to the Good Mood Show. Y'all, hope you enjoyed it. If you want, hit subscribe so that you can get a good mood every week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of The Good Mood Show with Matt O'Neill. For free resources, videos, and materials about getting into your best moods, head over to thegoodmoodshow.com. See you next week, same time, same place.